Last night you dreamed. Maybe you were falling. Maybe someone you haven't spoken to in years was suddenly standing right in front of you. Maybe the house you were in had rooms you had never seen before. You woke up, and within 10 minutes, most of it was gone. But here's what nobody tells you. Your brain has been doing exactly this for at least 300,000 years. And the dreams your ancient ancestors had were nothing like what you think. Dreams feel private. They feel modern. They feel like the noise of a complicated, overstimulated mind. But they are not. They are ancient. They are biological. And what they were dreaming about in the savannah, in the cave, around the fire, it tells you something unsettling about what your brain is actually for. So what did ancient humans actually dream about? Start with what sleep scientists now know. Dreams are not random. For decades, the dominant theory was that dreams were simply the brain misfiring during rest, a kind of neural static, meaningless and accidental. That idea has been almost entirely abandoned. Antti Revonsuo, a Finnish neuroscientist, proposed something far more disturbing in 2000. He called it the threat simulation theory. The idea is this: dreaming evolved specifically to rehearse dangerous situations. Your sleeping brain is not resting. It is running drills. Think about what that means. When you dream about being chased, about falling, about showing up somewhere unprepared, your brain is not tormenting you for no reason. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It is preparing you to survive. For your ancestors, survival was not abstract. It was immediate. Every single night after the fire died down, something could come out of the dark and kill them. Big cats, rival groups, floods, famine. Their brains, your brain, developed a system for processing those threats in a safe environment. Sleep became a simulation chamber, a training ground, and dreams were the program running inside it. Revonsuo and his colleague Katja Vali ran studies showing that people who experience more real-world threats, those who live in dangerous environments or have trauma histories, have significantly more threatening content in their dreams. The simulation gets more intense the more danger you actually face. That is not a glitch. That is the feature working as intended. But the threats your ancestors dreamed about were very specific. They were not dreams about tax season. They were not dreams about social embarrassment in a conference room. They were dreams about predators, about being hunted, about the edges of the known world and what lived there, about water, about fire, about strangers carrying weapons. Research into cross-cultural dream content compiled by psychologist Calvin Hall across tens of thousands of reported dreams from dozens of cultures consistently found that aggression, being chased, attacked, or threatened, is the single most common dream theme across all human groups studied. Everywhere, every culture, the same dream. Your ancestors had that dream too, and they did not have language to explain it. Here is something that changes how you see ancient life. Anthropologists now believe that dreams played a structural role in early human society, not just psychologically, socially. Dreaming was not a private experience, it was shared. Kelly Bulkley, a dream researcher and scholar at the Graduate Theological Union in Berkeley, has documented how across nearly every pre-industrial culture on record, dreams were treated as messages from the dead, from gods, from the spirit world, from animals, from the land itself. A hunter who dreamed of a particular animal before a hunt would change where he went the next morning. A leader who dreamed of water might move the entire group to find it. Dreams were intelligence reports, delivered by the sleeping mind, acted on by the waking group. This means your brain's nightly activity, the thing you mostly ignore or half remember before your morning coffee, was once considered one of the most important sources of information a community had access to. Elders interpreted dreams. Young men and women were guided by them. Major decisions, migrations, wars, rituals, marriages, were shaped by what someone saw in their sleep. And this was not superstition in the dismissive modern sense. It was adaptation. The brain during REM sleep is integrating new information with old memories. It is finding patterns. It is connecting things that the waking mind, narrowly focused on the task at hand, never got the chance to connect. Matthew Walker, neuroscientist and author of one of the most comprehensive modern studies of sleep, describes REM sleep as a kind of overnight therapy. The brain replaying emotional experiences but stripping away the fear response so that the memory can be processed without trauma. When your ancestor woke from a dream about the river flooding, they were not necessarily